Rodney walked the hallways, not really a care in the world. He was a night guard with very little to do. He hated it. The job was extremely boring. The building he worked in was an office building that rented out space to 7 different companies. About a week and a half ago, one of the offices had their windows smashed in. Nothing was stolen, but it was enough to upset everyone. It was probably just some high schoolers who wanted to break something for fun. But managers were called. Complaints were filed. The parent company figured they can handle hiring 1 guard. It would be enough to calm everyone down. They were right. Rodney was hired. He needed a job, and the building needed a body. I'm not going to bother explaining who Rodney is. It's not important. He doesn't make it out alive. He never finishes his shift. There's no moral to this story either. He doesn't deserve to die because of his hatred for his job, or because he did something wrong in the past. There isn't even an anti-moral of life isn't fair, because sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Rodney didn't carry a gun because the people who hired him didn't want to pay for him to get certified for one. I'll be honest, I'm not sure a gun would have helped, but it certainly wouldn't have hurt. "Hello?" he called out when he heard a door shut. He expected it to be one of the tenants working late, maybe just stopping to pick up something from the office they'd forgotten. There was no answer. He hurried toward the noise. After turning a corner, he saw a shape in the darkness, something large. It was the shape of a man, but it wasn't human. "Hey there! Can I help you with something?" he asked in that condescending way. Its response was to turn slowly to gaze at Rodney. "Look, man, if you're not a tenant, I can't have you hanging around here," Rodney offered, remembering the de-escalation part of his 5-hour training. Still no response. You all right?" Rodney took a few steps forward and flipped on the light switch. He got a really good look at it. It was mostly like a naked fat man, tall, black and green skin. It'd been rotting, completely white eyes. But what made Rodney freeze in fear was the aspect of this creature that stood out as not human. Rodney started shaking. He couldn't move. He was paralyzed. Not knowing what he was looking at, his body chose the wrong defense mechanism. The human body actually has 3 responses to fear, fight, or flight, being the most common ones. He should have ran. He was a young man and had a healthy set of legs on him. Fighting wouldn't have helped. It would have made things worse. His body chose to play dead, to paralyze itself and freeze in place. The creature's primary mouth is what put Rodney into panic. There was a vestigial mouth where you would expect it, on the human face, but there was a primary mouth in the creature's stomach. It spread all the way across and had teeth like a shark. It lumbered its way to its victim. Rodney watched in terror as the giant lips engulfed him. It was strong enough to lift Rodney off the ground and swallow him. Poor Rodney. Nothing was left of him. The creature didn't leave a mess. It wasn't very smart. But after eating, it realized it needed to get out. Luckily, it found some recently smashed windows to escape through.